How's it going, bros and hoes? We got another gamer against someone named Chinklar, and this is a OU standard game, I believe. And yeah, so I'm playing out my versus recorder, and I'm changing colors into orange. And as you can see, our teams are pretty damn, yeah. He's got a rain team, and I got a sun team, so it's gonna be a pretty hard matchup for me. So I'm gonna lead off with Espion. He's gonna lead off with Fortress. I'm gonna go for the light screen as he goes for the stealth rocks, and those gets bounced back. So yeah, I wanted to lead off with Espion because I did not want him setting up stealth rocks on me, because this team right here is so stealth rock weak. Like, I do not want stealth rock set up on my team. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the psychic because I don't want me switching up before him, because I don't want to risk him setting up stealth rocks on my switch. So yeah, I just wanted to scout what kind of Latias it was, so I just stand and go for the psychic because it's the only attacking move I have. But he ends up running himself out, so he sends in this Fortress right here. Now he's gonna send in his Polytoad just to set up his rain, and I'm gonna go for the psychic. It's gotta do an alright amount to that thing, so I'm gonna switch out of there into Shave While. And he's getting for the skull. It's not gonna do too much for me, even though it's in the rain. But he does end up getting the burn, so that kind of sucks. But I do have a Miltank on my team, so that's not really that big of a deal. So I'm gonna predict the switch and go for the Volt Switch as he sends in this Virizion, which is great because now I got switch advantage. So I believe I'm gonna send in Ninetales, which is called Nice Ass. I should really stop making these pervert names, but that's just how it goes at the age of 14. So he's gonna say, I'm gonna go for the Hypnosis. I missed, which really sucks because I honestly thought he was gonna switch out, but he doesn't. So yeah, that was kind of a very risky play on my part. But yeah, but thankfully because of the Reflect, I do end up living that stonage, so that is all cool. So he's gonna go for the Toxic on my Miltank as I go for the Body Slam, hoping to get the Parahax. But then I realized that Toxic is better on that thing, so. But he's gonna go for the Protect as I go for the Toxic and Fortitude. Holy crap, I'm such a pervert, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna get some poison damage as he switches out into his Beyblades, his Fortress, and I just do not want this thing to set up on me. So I'm gonna have to switch out into. I just have to switch out into Espion because I don't want that thing to set up on me. So I'm gonna switch into Espion, and he goes for the Stealth Rocks. And those he gets bounced back because I just don't want that thing setting up on me. So I'm gonna go for the Reflect, thinking he's gonna go for the Rapid Spin because yeah, and he indeed does. So he's gonna switch out of there. I believe I'm gonna go for the Psychic. Yes, I go for the Psychic as his Chandera comes in, or his Chandelure. I honestly like the name Chandera better, but yeah, I don't really like English names at all. I like the Japanese names a lot better. Like Conkeldurr, what the hell? Repulsion is such a lot better name. Like, yeah, whatever. So I should stop talking about that and just focus on a battle. So I'm gonna set in my Heat Ran and just set up the Stealth Rocks because those are important. And he sends in this thing, and I don't want to take any move from that thing. So I'll make a bad play and switch into my Miltank instead of my Rotom. I should have just switched into my Rotom because I thought he was going to predict that and go for the Ice Beam, actually, but I don't really see much Polytoads with Ice Beam, so I should have just went into my Rotom. But yeah, so I set in Rotom right now, and I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, I believe, as he sends in this thing. No, I go for the Will-O-Wisp, predicting him to either switch into his Virizion or his Fortress. And he does switch into his Fortress, so that is great. And I'm going to go into my Espion because I just can't let him set it up on me. So he's gonna go for the Rapid Spin and spin away my rocks, and I'm gonna go for the Light Screen because that Chandera might do some damage to me. So, and that Polytoad because he's a special attacker as well. So I'm gonna go for the Light Screen, and he's gonna switch out of there into his Toxic Rogue, and I go for the Reflect just to get that up. And I thought like that thing has probably got Sucker Punch, but since I got the Reflect up, I know I can take it, so I'm gonna go for the Psychic and stay in, and I do end up taking that Sucker Punch, so that is awesome. So he's gonna send this Chandera right here, and I know I can't live his Shadow Ball, even though I got this Light Screen up, so I'm gonna switch out into my Heat Ran just to take that, and yeah, so he's gonna switch out of there into his Polytoad. I'm gonna switch out of there, predict that switch, and go into my Rotom, which was a good plan on my part because now I got a huge advantage over him. Because yeah, so I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch, and it's gonna do a lot of damage to that thing. So it's gonna do more than half. So I'm gonna set in my milk tank again. As he goes for the scald, I know I can take it, so that is great. So I believe I'm gonna go for the milk tank this upcoming turn. If I'm not, no, I was just trying to fodder out my milk tank. I was just trying to go for the toxic just to get some more damage. I miss, which is kind of cost me actually. It's gonna cost me a little bit, but yeah. But not that it matters too much because yeah. But I'm gonna go for the volt switch and as it goes for the protect again. And if I would have got that toxic off, then I probably would have killed it with this volt switch right here. But yeah, that's just what happens, you know. Nothing I can do about it. So he's going for the toxic on himself, which is awesome because yeah, I honestly thought he was gonna go for the scald, but yeah, that is awesome. So I'm gonna go for the reflect because I thought he was probably gonna take me out with the scald, but I live with epic 1 HP, which is like holy cow, that was just so awesome. Like what the hell, that was so awesome. Like what the hell. So I'm gonna switch out of there. Because I know he still got that fortress left, so I'm gonna switch out of there into my heat ren. He makes a very, very good play and goes for the hidden power ice. No, hidden power fighting, I believe that was because he got a crit. So if he had hidden power, what's it called, ground, then he would have 2 KO'd me, but he doesn't. He's got hidden power fighting, so yeah, that is all cool. So I do manage to set up my late game self procs, which is all cool. So I'm gonna set in my Ninetales, and I should really stop making these pervert names, as I said, but nothing about that. So since I'm choice scarfed, I know I could outspeed it and take it out with my HP ground. So I do end up taking it out with the HP ground, and he sends in this Latias. It's got levitate, so I can't do anything to that thing. I set in my what's it called, SP on just as death fighter, but he goes for the recover. I'm like, no, it's not gonna work out for me now. So I was setting Gary motherfucking Oak. Yeah, you know what I said? Yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. It does a lot to that thing, and he goes for the Roar. Roars me out into Ninetales, and yeah, I'm gonna go for the overheat because I thought it was gonna kill with the sun and all that stuff. But no, he lives with like a sliver of HP and goes for the Psychic. But thankfully I live it. And yeah, I just don't want to be at minus when his next Pokemon comes in. -4, I'm sorry. But yeah. So I knew I could take a Psychic with my Rotom, which I do, and I go for the Volt Switch, and it lives again. I'm like, what? So I'm gonna have to Terrakion just to Death Fodder. No, I'm sorry. I thought it would. I was actually hoping that he would take me out with the Psychic, but he doesn't. But yeah, it's all cool though because my Terrakion dies to the Life Orb, and yeah. So I'm gonna send in my Ninetales again, and he's gonna send in his Fortress. It's basically a good game right here because it's only got this thing and it's Virizion on the left, so and they're both weak to fire. So, and I get a useless crit, which didn't matter because it's in the sun. It's 4 times super effective, you know. So it's gonna send in this Virizion right here. It's his last poke, and I'm gonna go for the overheat. And even though in the sun it's -2, it still lives it, which is like, wow, that thing has got very good base special defense. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So. But thankfully, though, he's gonna kill himself with the Life Orb. So that was an awesome game, Chinklar. Link for his channel will be in the description. I don't think he uploads. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seriously don't think he uploads. But yeah, rate, comment, sub if you haven't already, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later.